Jessica Flores.
And I'm Gilbert Flores, and this is our tiny black pearl.
And we're located here in Pollock Pines, California, in the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas.
Living with us, we have our two cats, Dante and Vita, and our dog, Biscuit. And soon to come, we have our baby River. Our house is 28 feet, which brings our interior space to about 425 square feet, including the lofts.
And we're parked here at a mobile home park. We have a nice little corner space where we can develop our yard for our dog and have a little extra exterior lounging space. This is our tiny house. Welcome.
To start off, we have our couch. Didn't need to be huge, but it fits perfectly into our space here. Nice and comfy. We also got an ottoman, which kind of extends into a little lounge area.
With extra storage.
And you definitely got to maximize as much square footage as possible. So
we have two bassinets. This is our downstairs bassinet for River. It is a portable model that we got from his twin sister, but it fits perfectly, and it's easy to contract too if we want to take it with us camping or something.
Yeah. We try to get the biggest TV possible to fit into this space.
We like movies and soccer.
Maybe have about half an inch left. And it's nice because it can turn when we are sitting on the couch. We can both watch it, or when we're both kind of cooking in the kitchen, we can also adjust it so that we can see it from over there. Do a lot of Jeopardy. This ladder hooks up here to our loft upstairs. That loft has kind of gone through a lot of changes. It went from a preschool classroom when we were doing distance learning to an art studio to now it's our storage for a bunch of diapers.
Yes.
We have a little cushion there that one person can come visit, maybe two, and they can still sleep up there even with all the diapers up there.
Our initial vision was we want to homestead. We want to buy our land, and we want to sell our house in Austin and move to California and find teaching jobs and grow our own garden and stuff like that, build something from the ground up and do it in an off-grid fashion. So we looked on Zillow. We found a really nice parcel that's 5 acres in the Sierra Nevadas. We bought it. We cleared the land every day in June. We cleared a spot for our solar. We cleared a spot for when the tiny was going to be delivered. And then we put the 20-foot yurt up. And then the next day the code enforcer came. And so a little bit of our dreams had to be shifted. I think I cried for about 3 days. And then we put it on the market and sold it for our profit. So it's one of those things. And we knew that we didn't want to do anything illegal. That sounds like a heavy term, but we just knew moving forward we wanted to make sure everything we were doing was legal, because it does invest your heart and your mind. And so we found this place.
I know we were in the middle of nowhere, but even just the community in our first property we didn't seem to enjoy it. We liked the privacy, but the community wasn't great. But then we moved here and every neighbor stops by and says hello. Our neighbor down a couple parking spots the first day we moved in came in with a jar of honey, cooks for us, and it's just been great.
Yeah, and then we were gone for a weekend and we had them text us like, "You guys okay? We haven't seen y'all." It's a nice little corner spot that ended up working out, and it does feel pretty private, but it's also really convenient for us to get to our schools. It's been great.
I think at our other property we had to drive 20 minutes just to get to a gas station market to shop. And here we have a Safeway right across the street, a hardware store right across the street. So
that's about it, though. We don't have a stoplight here.
We don't have to be hidden about our tiny house. You know, we don't have to hide every time somebody drives by. So it's nice that there is some legal parking for tiny houses.
This is our kitchen. We chose the butcher block countertop and a 2-burner propane stove.
We have a little microwave conventional oven here, which does most of the job. We do personal pizzas, Hot Pockets, it's a big hit around here.
Yeah, and there's so much storage. All along the bottom we have these drawers that just are never ending. So we really can tuck everything away. The big farm sink we really love, and we customize the tile. We love coffee, so we have our Keurig and plenty of space to chop and cook.
I was on a
salads.
plant-based diet for a little bit, which is great to have all this counter space to be cutting veggies and prepping those meals.
We have a full-size fridge, which is tucked away under the stairs.
Fridge has been raised, and again, it's always just about maximizing space in a tiny house.
And of course we have to promote legalizing tiny because that's just in our blood now. We've installed a couple extra shelves. Like this was just one big opening, but he installed a shelf here for our pantry.
Yeah, our builder did a really good job
Yeah.
with storage and utilizing all that space underneath the stairs.
Yeah. And we have our trash and recycling here, and then Biscuit has his own cupboard as well with all his
Yeah.
bones.
This is Biscuit's own personal space here. He has his favorite treats.
And even the world's tiniest of tiny home cabinets, we think what we're going to do next is maybe build something that can pull out, because we find that something gets lost in the abyss, but it's excellent storage. So this was my wedding bouquet from when we got married in a cenote in Akumal in the Yucatan. A cenote, which is like an underground water system in the limestone. It's a waterway underneath, so it's kind of like you're entering a cave, and then it ends in a really pretty water element.
I don't know if you saw the tiles
On the
kind of on our front
stairs?
step. Those are actually,
Those are the actual ones
yeah,
from
so
the
we
wedding.
set up a table with our guest's name on a tile for each person. So yeah, we put those tiles in our first front step walking into our house. We just love the tiles. It's connecting, again, Mexican culture and kind of our wedding setting to our tiny house.
Oh, didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Christian from Tiny House Expedition. And I sweat a lot, especially on shoot days. That's why I use Native's aluminum-free clean deodorant. It has simple ingredients, a non-sticky texture, and lasts all day, even after workouts. Choose from a wide variety of scents like charcoal, tangerine, and citrus blossom. I dig the citrus and herbal musk because it's manly. It's manly. With our code, get 3 deodorants for only $24. That's 33% off. And you can also get 20% off any body wash or toothpaste. See the link in the description. And now, back to the tour.
One of the reasons that we wanted to live in a tiny house is just to simplify our life, just have fewer things, have more time, more money to travel.
When we travel anywhere, we Airbnb, and mostly we usually look for tiny houses.
We did like a year of just unique dwellings on Airbnb. So we would stay in different campers or different tiny homes and or yurts, and just kind of like seeing what we liked, what we didn't like, kind of making a mental list of things that were kind of crucial.
Yeah. Kind of designing our house with staying at other people's houses. Be like, well, I would have put the kitchen over there. Or I would have put the restroom on this side. So it was interesting. All right, so this is our restroom here. We do have a combo washer dryer set up here. along with the butcher block that's in the kitchen as well, just to kind of make that continuous. We do have some storage up here, which is kind of rare to have in a restroom, where you can put towels, linen, our laundry detergent, and so forth. On this side, we do have a nice wardrobe that our builder was able to install. Gives us somewhere to hang our clothes, which storage is so important in a tiny. Toilet, we actually replaced it. We started with a Incinelate toilet, which runs off electricity. Because we do have water here, we decided to switch it to just a regular water running toilet. Living with 2 cats, we also had to get pretty smart about where to put the litter box. So we just kind of built this little pull out, which has everything we need to clean a litter box. Kitties can do their business, and it tucks away nicely. You can't even tell it's there. Regular shower, which my parents were pretty impressed that we could fit that into a tiny house. We do have nice storage there where we can have a pop-up baby tub to use for our baby River when she's here. And it folds up nicely. And then we can just go ahead and hang it back up whenever we're done. And yeah, just being with space, where to hang our vacuum cleaners, hangs up nicely on the wall. We get some natural light here due to this window. Yeah, so this is just our mirror here. We get nice storage, so everything gets put away nicely. And nothing has to hang out, which we like. We don't like clutter. Our tiny house is fit with a mini split AC and heater, which is perfect for us. It warms up the place and it definitely cools it down super quick. Most of the time we're just using a little space heater downstairs just because it uses a little bit less electricity.
Yeah, so we have Alexa.
We just wake up early in the morning. We can just say, Alexa, turn on heater.
Okay.
And Alexa does a pretty good job of just switching on our heater. She also controls our outdoor lights, so whenever we're outside, we can just pop in our head and be like, Alexa, turn on outdoor lights, and the lights will turn on.
Okay.
So we got the 28-foot for $68,000, and we were able to put down 20%.
Yeah.
So we put down around 17 or 18,000, which we sold our Austin house. So we had a little chunk of change, our traditional house in Austin. And so we put 20% down, and we are on a 10-year loan, around $600 or $650 a month, and then we pay $500 a month for the parking spot here.
Yeah, I feel like our builder answered a lot of questions that kind of linger for a lot of people. Where how are we going to finance it? Where do we even start? Our builder kind of just led us through everything, even with insurance. Where he said, I have this financer who can finance the house for you guys. You can go through this insurance. So builders have done it before, so no one needs to start like from scratch ever.
Yeah,
So
that was helpful because we felt a little bit clueless, but he's like, oh, I got you.
yeah, and even just like when to pull the trigger on applying for the loan, getting insurance. There was a timing for everything, and our builder helped us with that.
We are saving significant amount of money each month, even with renting the $500 a month for the mobile home spot. Mm-hmm. Just in terms of electricity, our electric bill, even though our traditional house was less than 1,000 square feet, it would sometimes be 200 in the hot Texas sun.
It's really nice to be able to go and buy something you need. It's funny because my mom always makes fun of us. She's like, you guys never even look at the price tag. But we're like, Mom, if we're buying it, it's because we need it. Like, it's not buying junk anymore. We're buying essentials now, and really, like, we can buy quality stuff, and we don't have to worry about paying rent or the price tag, really. It's just we're buying essentials and necessary stuff.
And it feels really, really smart. Just being 2 teachers, we're never going to be millionaires, but we can live like millionaires because we have all this extra money to travel, and you know, we have the most amazing mountains and hiking right out our own back door. So we're living what feels really luxurious, but it's for a fraction of the price. So we had a choice with the railing. We could have it mounted on the wall or have this wire with the metal here. So we went with this design, a little more secure, which is coming in handy now. Still functioning with the stairs at 39 weeks pregnant. Come on, Biscuit. This is our master loft, and we were able to fit a Tempur-Pedic king, which is so comfy and such a luxury in this house. We have some additional storage here with a really cool see-through screen that our builder installed from Home Depot. That's where our cats have their food and where we have our, what we call our office, which is a box of all of our office supplies and some reading material. And then a newly installed second bassinet for River. We decided to have 2 bassinets because we're not really sure where we're going to want to camp out with her. I know that at the beginning I may not feel like coming up and down the stairs, so we'll have an option just to stay down in the living room, and then maybe more long-term for the next few months we'll be able to come up here comfortably, and I'll be able to have her next to me in the middle of the night. So we have a variety pack of bassinets.
We're expecting our due date is actually May 3rd, so that's super soon.
Next week.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's a little girl named River, Kahlo. We were a little bit concerned about where to put her. But really, we looked on YouTube and we talked to people like, what are the bare essentials? And they said somewhere for her to sleep and some diapers. And that's what we're gonna go with. And there's really no fear. We're excited.
And it really is amazing, like how much stuff society pressures you to need for babies. Like even your friends who had kids already, they were able to be like, yeah, you actually don't need all these things that we have. You know,
the baby supply market is extreme, like just capitalism. I mean, as with anything in America, it's like, let me just bombard you with stuff that you think you need, and then you realize you don't even need it. So we're going to be able to have more opportunities to show her the outdoors and instill those values that are so important to us instead of material items.
Like my sister has 2 boys, and they love playing with sticks. They have millions and millions of toys, you know, and at the end of the day, he's playing with a wooden spoon or he's playing with a stick that he found on the ground. And I think that's just continuously shows us that we really don't need to overwhelm them with toys. And
bringing her up minimal.
Yeah,
it's going to be a learning experience for all of us.
Thank you for watching our video and for stopping by Tiny House Expedition. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Christian. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And for more tiny home tours and stories, click the videos below.
And join us on Patreon for bonus content,
including face-to-face conversations with us. We hope to see you there.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.